following podcast contains spoilers for the book chosen and may include spoilers for other books in the same series. The participants of this podcast have also been drinking a lot. The participants of this podcast are professionals and did not drive home until sober. Please, drink responsibly.
You're gonna puke. Read! Drink! Blackout! I'm trying to read.
Yeah. Jay, we get scared a lot. Here on Blackout Book Club! Welcome to Blackout Book Club, the podcast where we read a book,
All through one
drink too
night.
much, and then try to... Jacob, don't shoehorn your bullshit into this. I do not need that right now.
That's all I do.
You're on the third recording of this podcast.
That's all I do.
Third time due to technical difficulties.
Yeah, Jake keeps
But
drop
this
kicking the
time
computer.
is
It's
it.
really weird.
Jake, I didn't know you could kick that high. No, I did. Yeah, you're a very pixel dude.
Speaking of Jake, who are you?
I'm Jacob.
Yes?
Who are you? I'm Ian.
I'm Thomas Yancey Hall.
And I'm just a fucking ball of nerves right now because I'm Tristan Walsh and I'm just super scared this is gonna fuck up.
Yeah.
Then we'll redo it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be
And
great.
then we'll
Again,
just
again.
never review this book.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right,
But the people
So,
have a
Ian, do
right
you remember
to
when you
know.
picked the last book? Johannes Cabal the Necromancer? Yep. Now we're reading Tom's book.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm sure it would have been great.
So, yeah, I'm Ian. I picked this book last time when we read The Hobbit because I saw it in a Books A Million. Actually, it was like the sequel or whatever. That was on Books A Million, but they don't.
What?
They
was
tricked
the-
you. They
because
tricked you.
They don't carry it.
Yeah, they did Johannes Cabal the detective.
The detective.
So
the
you were
second
like,
one.
Sherlock
and I was
Holmes,
like, oh
sick.
shit, Sherlock Holmes steampunk. Let me read that shit.
Nope. Fake out.
I did not get that
Fake
from
out.
this book.
No.
Not at all. No, because
That's
that's
what-
the second one.
yeah.
I don't know how they
The
lead
first
into
one.
that from this, but
No.
that's what the review said. So I was like,
So.
hey guys, y'all do a book club thing. We should do this. And I just kind of shoehorned my way in.
And now Ian's here.
And now I'm here. But yeah, so I picked Johannes Cabal the Necromancer.
Cool.
I like
It's
it.
pretty well written. It's
But
fun to
Ian, I
read.
have a secondary question for you.
What's that?
Oh!
Tom's really excited.
Before
for
I
the
get to
secondary.
that question, Tom, what was that? What
That was
that's
my
question.
That
for
was
you.
my pre sound.
Yeah. All right, fair enough.
No more Tom.
Tom's
Maxine.
just, Tom's just testing his levels. That's what that is.
Ian,
What you drinking?
What the? Tom!
No, it's demonic because
Batman.
of the book.
All right.
No, what is? Never mind. Jacob, what are you drinking?
drinking?
I'm drinking
Got
a
it.
what do I call it? A slutty temple.
Why don't you go
Oh, that looks
Yeah.
like blood.
Man, she's like 8. That's not
It's
cool, bro.
no, but now she's like
spreading her
she
legs
was-
in that
She
glass.
was 8 like 56 years ago. So now she's an old
Gross.
like G-milf.
She's 64.
So
milf.
it's fine.
Whatever you're into, man. Whatever
Now
you're
she's
into.
the cradle
Thomas.
robber.
Thomas Yancey. What do you?
Wait, you just okay.
I picked
I
the
am-
book. I get to go last. Eat a dick.
sir.
Yo, eat a dick.
Bye.
Ah, my nose, it burns.
That's what happens when I eat your dick.
Wait till my drink.
I
gets
am
there.
I am drinking a Tom Hall special, a margarita.
Oh,
That's all I drink.
And speaking of specials,
Yeah?
I'm drinking the Tristan Walsh special. Shitty beer.
Can I quickly say that normally we call margaritas because we're dumb, but it actually makes sense here because necromancer and morgue. So
Oh,
It's like
shit!
the X-
Jacob on the level.
Boom, X-Men character more.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
I liked him.
All right,
And I, selector of the book, chose.
Selected.
I am the selector of the book.
That's an important position. I chose gin
I like
because it's very
missionary.
steampunky, and I like to think that it's
Like
brewed in
doggy,
copper
bro,
pots.
look at
Ah, Jen, I just remembered
Sweet,
that's a
Jen.
thing.
so
Yeah.
we all get to do a shot of gin.
It's gonna go
Nice.
down just like Old Spice, if I had to guess.
No,
Not that we've done this before. Which
no,
is
I
All
wouldn't
right.
know. What's
Now-
Jen?
Now before we start,
never had it before. I drink it all
Tom
the
rimmed
time.
his glass in sugar
in
Yeah.
jobs.
In
like,
hoping.
in hoping it would help. Now it just
Anything
kind of
will.
looks
It's gonna
like
be
someone
so bad.
jizzed on your
It's gonna be
glass.
so bad. It's like it's all.
It kind of
goopy
does,
and
like if it was a
sugary.
thick consistency.
Yeah, there's
kind.
bleh.
Yeah.
And
There's
then-
a thick, jizzy consistency
I'm like,
around the
let
rim.
alone-
almost
Yeah.
jizz-like, you might say.
Like there was less of the
I
fluid
believe you
and
did,
more
sir.
of the
I believe
sperm
you
cells
did.
actually inside.
I want to say
You've been
this.
creating a
That
consistency.
sugar,
Individuals
is yellow. Who has pissy jizz? Because
Oh,
I
yeah.
do not.
We're all
I
bright yellow,
do.
right?
You got a problem
Yeah.
with that? You making
Yes.
fun of me?
Mine's
It's not a
usually
neon, but it's like a darker pale yellow, right?
All right, let's drink.
Oh fuck! I have
Yeah.
to. Tom's just fucking.
Blackout stomach.
L'chaim.
Clink,
L'chaim,
clank.
Mazel tov.
Ah,
Jen!
yum. Oh, it's bad.
You didn't drink it.
Ah, Christ, he's on to me.
You didn't drink it.
I had to lick all the
That's
jizz off the
bad.
sides
That's
just to get it
bad.
out.
I had to lick Tom's jizz.
What'd you think? I've been
just
eating
as
a lot of
average.
fruit recently.
Fuck, how can you drink that
great,
shit,
right?
Ian?
It's like old people's balls.
Oh yeah, I think it tastes like 4-year-old potpourri. New joke.
Whoa!
No one saw that
We
coming.
totally didn't say that in the last podcast.
Nope, I said 3-year-old. Boom. That's new
Did we
material.
mention we did this podcast already?
Call me
We're gonna
Carrot
mention
Top.
it like 17
I'm dropping
times.
jokes.
Every time we make a joke. Yeah, but it really
Mostly
does.
because we're already drunk.
It tastes
I
like Old
hate
Spice
it. I
smells.
hate gin still.
It's
It's
still
been
like
about
it.
an
I still
hour and I
drink it.
still hate it.
Still like it.
But I enjoy gin rummy. That's why I don't get. That pisses me off.
Let's discuss the book instead.
Fuck.
So what happens in this book?
Man, some shit happens, some people die.
Take us through
But
a
what did
summary.
you think of the book?
All right.
No, it honestly,
have-
if we hadn't just done this podcast an hour ago, it's a really good book.
No, fantastic.
We're gonna do it again right now.
No,
Start
yeah,
us
we're-
from the beginning.
No.
All right.
Cold
beginning.
hard cut or something, right?
Ready? Yeah. Cold
Yeah.
cut. Cold cut. Sandwich.
cut.
Cold cut.
Salami.
Salami.
Fucking Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
But it's a soft J sound, Jacob, so it's Gimme Yons.
Yeah.
God. All right, we nailed it.
They
Prime
deliver-
time comedy.
Freaky fast delivery.
All right, Scooby Doo, slow your fucking roll over there.
I was trying
Roll,
to incorporate the soft J, and then I just said
Realize
it
there aren't any
weird.
fucking J's in
I
freaky
don't
fast
know.
delivery.
So Johannes Cabal
All right, so tell me about him.
goes to hell, right?
All right, he
Whoa.
spooks a doomin. He's got spooky doomins.
All right, hang on. No,
Guys,
so,
this
cold,
is pretty good
cold-
thus far.
cold intro, right? Warple
What does that
Schnugget.
even mean?
Warple
Cold intros,
man, it
hard
means you don't know
intros.
what's going on. It's like you're just like you're thrown into the shit.
I'm with you.
So it's Warple's night, the 30th day of April.
Of
or something.
April,
I'm
boosh.
butchering German because I don't speak it. And
we're
he
introduced to
summon-
a
it's just
no-names character.
some dude summoning a demon. You're like, bro, what the fuck is going on? Why is he summoning a demon right now? This is kind of weird.
100%. Spooky
So the demon rolls up and he's like, "What do you want, asshole? Why'd you wake me up?"
Spooky.
And you know the character that is revealed to be Johannes Cabal is like, "I need to talk to Satan."
You
Cabal.
said Cabal?
Cabal.
I said Cabal.
Is he a cobbler now? Is he
Whatever.
fixing
The
shoes?
cobbler, yeah, he's
Come
fucking
on.
all over those shoes.
Johannes.
The
shoe
cobbler.
fixer.
Johannes the shoemaker
Great films.
goes to hell.
What's that laugh?
Man, so he goes to hell where everybody's naked and in line to meet Arthur Trubshaw, this shitty
That
gremlin
motherfucker.
who he's basically just the asshole in charge of the paperwork to get into hell. He died in the fucking cowboy times, for lack of a better
The
term.
westerns.
Tristan. He
The
died in the middle of a
Western
spaghetti
times.
western.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, do you know why they
he's
call
got a-
those
he's-
spaghetti westerns?
Yeah, because they were filmed in Italy.
Yeah.
and he's
what?
Yeah.
So
Didn't
they
know
use a lot
that.
of Italian actors.
The Good, the
actually,
Bad,
to
the Good, the
play
Bad, and the Ugly.
Mexicans.
Filmed in
Isn't
Italy.
that interesting?
Ital.
Yes.
Anyway,
It's
so
how.
so Arthur Trubshaw's got a boner for like paperwork and specifics or whatever, but Johannes Cabal doesn't have time for that.
No.
Cabal. So he just kind of like kicks the door in and goes to talk to Satan. He's like, "Listen up, asshole.
Presses his way through.
I need my soul back." And
100%.
Satan's like, "Tell you what, let's make a deal. I'll give you your soul if you give me 100
Can
other
beat me in
souls."
a fiddle contest.
Fiddle contest, South Georgia.
Stop being terrible.
Hoo-hoo. So he's like, yeah.
So-
we'll make a deal.
Yeah.
He's like-
Satan's all about deals.
Yeah, he's like, I got your soul for the first part because you wanted to learn necromancy,
Yep.
but you know, and now I got your soul.
And now I got
So,
your
but
soul.
I'll give it back to you if you give me
But-
100
but-
other souls.
Hundo.
In
I want
a year.
Hundo. And how are you gonna
Triple
get those
digits.
Hundo? Carnival.
Carnival of Fun Time. Wah, 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 wah.
So this is where Johannes Cabal comes in ownership of a carnival that is just means to collect souls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
basically just preys on like your weaknesses and then points
Yep.
them out to the carnival entrepreneur or whatever, and he
Yes.
just kind of goes, "Hey, look, they're sad because of this reason. Sign my contract. You'll be happy." And then
So he needs
when you die, I've got
100
your soul.
souls, and he needs 100
Which-
signed
But
contracts
the,
to
the,
get
the big
his
the
shit
big
back.
problem here is Johannes Cabal is not a very outgoing or
Not
enthusiastic
a
person.
people
He's
person.
not
He
a
doesn't
people
get 'em.
person.
He
No.
needs a figurehead.
He's very scientific.
But who does he know that fucking does that
maybe,
shit?
maybe
Choose
it's-
go peeps.
Maybe
Arthur
his brother.
Trubshaw.
Maybe his brother.
No,
It's
that-
close.
he-
Arthur
he-
Trubshaw was close.
Didn't
I was
he
thinking
beat him
Horst.
up naked? Now that I'm thinking about it, a little off topic. Arthur Trumshaw had to be totally naked
No,
too.
he's clothed. The only people that are naked are the people in line.
Yeah,
getting the
I
paperwork.
imagine him like a
Yes.
Western.
I
He's
thought
got a pocket
everyone-
watch.
No,
and,
it's
like,
just the
suspenders.
people waiting in the fields to fill out the paperwork.
Let me rephrase that. I want to imagine.
Yeah.
But
he wrote up the contract.
yeah.
too.
So who better to be the enthusiastic, outgoing face of the carnival than
Then
his
the brother
vampire
of one
brother?
Johannes
Horst.
Cabal.
So he
Horst Cabal.
he rolls up on the train.
Who's a vampire
when he
and
gets-
very handsome and good
Yeah,
with
which
people.
isn't a big giveaway because it's on the back of the book. It even says like,
I know,
Horst,
I read
a
that
charismatic
too.
vampire, his brother. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
So-
So you're like, oh, is he a vampire? Flip book over.
Yeah, no shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's a
So
vampire.
Satan sends him back. Satan sends him back to Earth. He finds a train, which is the train to carry the carnival or
He
whatever.
kills
He kills these two guys, Dennis and Denzel, who try to mug him,
Denzel Washington.
and
Girl on fire.
brings them back with his necromancer powers
A
and uses
different
them
movie
as
he
lackeys.
was in, that one where he was a pilot.
No,
he has
Mockingjay.
them like fix the train
Hunger
up
Games.
while
Girl
he
on
walks
fire.
2 years, 2
J-Law,
days away.
Naked.
Find his brother, who's
Yep.
a vampire, hanging out in a crypt.
He's locked in there,
yeah,
right?
well, no, he's just hanging out eating spiders. And,
Oh, he's eating so
And
many
he's like,
things.
hey,
Yucky
I
things.
need
like, hey,
you
bro.
because you know people. And Horst says, yeah, I know people, but I'm also been trapped in a crypt for 8 years as a vampire. That's weird. And he's like,
You help
I'll
me-
carry you, wink, wink, no
you help
judge.
me, I'll help you.
And
All right,
but
fair
you
right
enough.
get-
from the beginning, it shows that like the brother still loves him because he's like, look, super lightning speed. I could have killed you in any second, but I
Yeah,
stopped. and
Horst
listened
is
to
like,
you.
I could have killed you,
Yeah.
but like I did.
I love you, bro.
And it's like,
Let's hang out.
ooh.
So
you
they do.
see at that point that Horst is a little bit kinder.
Skibbity
Which
bop
is
bop
important.
bop. I
Yeah.
guess.
I'm
So
the
they
scat man.
Then they have random
Biddy-bum,
adventures.
biddy-bum.
Random adventure episode of the day.
Some shit happens.
It's
Yeah,
sitcom-y.
monster of the week. You know,
Monster of a week.
They-
100%.
they
Except
they
it's like
they put their
Carnival
carnival
of Soul
together.
of
They
the
collect
week.
some souls.
Did we
have some
mention
good times.
that he only has a year to collect 100?
Yes.
year? Yeah,
Yeah.
1 year. That's,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's important.
A hundo.
So
Jump
he's
to
got 365 days.
356. Yeah, so
Well,
he's got 1/3.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
So-
got to be in town at least 1/3 of the year.
So whatever. He
Jump to Rufus Maleficaris.
Yeah, Rufus
Go.
Maleficaris.
Next
A
important part of the
couple
story.
weeks later, or months
That's
later,
true.
or whatever, they end up in a small town who's like they're evacuating the town, just as the train pulls in and everybody's freaking out, and the Cabal brothers get out there and charisma their way into it, and they're like, "Hey, what the fuck's going on?" And the people freak out.
Yeah.
They're like, "Hey, this great and powerful
Yeah.
wizard Rufus Maleficaris and his
Do
army."
they call him a necromancer as well? Or
No,
what do
yeah,
they
it's
call
not
him?
until later that they refer
yeah.
to him as a necromancer.
They
What
refer
do
to
they
him
call
later
him?
as
that was just Horst. They just
necromancer.
call him a wizard or whatever.
Yeah,
okay.
they say
And,
he's like
or-
a man of magic
Warlock or
and
some
high
shit.
powers.
Yeah.
All right.
Big guy.
Yeah,
He's big.
and his army of like
He's
Looney
big-
Tunes or whatever are coming to fuck shit
I
up.
love that you refer to the crazy people as Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
I was just picturing the bad guys
You
from
said that
Space
last
Jam.
time and
They're
it fucked
tiny,
up, but
they're
I
toony,
still,
they're all
I'm still like,
together, loony.
and his army of Looney Tunes. I'm just like, yeah, he was just traveling down the fucking mountain with Bugs
Daffy
Bunny
and
and Elmer
Bugs
Fudd.
and-
And then it's just like, come on, guys, we're gonna murder people.
Yeah,
Elmer
so,
Fudd. He'd murder. He's
So
got a gun.
Johannes is like, "Fuck that shit! I don't have time for this," and he just walks out in the middle of the field and meets up with the
Yeah.
army and Rufus.
So go home.
And he's stop being an
Go
asshole.
home.
Yeah, stop.
Go away.
Go away.
Rufus
He
casts.
marched down and Johannes is like, go home.
Stop! You're ruining my thing. And Rufus sends him into
Pocket
sends him into a
dimension.
pocket dimension. Another monster of the week, basically.
Yeah. Goes there. solves
Johannes,
the
being
problem.
the genius that he is, gets out
Solves the
pretty
puzzle
shortly
of the
thereafter,
pocket
and then just shoots Rufus 3 times.
Yeah.
Just bang, 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 you're
Which
dead.
Is a consistent theme with Johannes.
Yeah, he shoots
He's like,
people.
problem? Fuck that.
Oh,
shoots
yeah.
Dennis
We're
and
good.
Denzel, shoots Rufus, shoots some stuff later. So yeah, he shoots Rufus, and then his army decides, well, fuck, now we have nobody to follow. We'll follow you because we're sheeple. And he's like, all right, sweet, just sign
Ship
these
people.
contracts real
Sign
quick.
his contract.
So they give up their
Join my
souls.
circus. Yeah.
Souls.
Hang out with
You're in
him,
here.
and they continue romping around the countryside of whatever no-name country they're in that seems a lot like England.
They end up at the last town.
And then they end up in their final stop.
Yeah. Final stop.
Final stop.
You can, yeah. What
Pencil.
are you doing?
Oh, you need a pencil,
Okay,
Tom?
Tom.
Let me get you
Sorry,
a
he
pencil.
confused
What is
all
that?
of us by just
Yeah.
inquisitively
I
waving
tried
his
to be
hand around.
sneaky.
All
I
right.
thought he was trying to do a magic trick.
So they
I
end up
I swear.
they end up in the
He
last
ends up-
town.
yeah,
with,
they
some,
end
again,
up-
some more bullshit happens in the middle, but it's not
Soldiers,
really.
doesn't matter.
It's,
Yeah, it's
again,
not very story
again,
oriented.
Monster
Doesn't
of the
matter.
week.
Yeah.
Each
Yeah.
chapter is basically a monster of the week type episode thing.
And
Yeah.
Why did you move my beer?
Cause
you get to the last town.
I
and
did.
It starts in the town itself. You got a father and a daughter hanging out, just having a good
Was
old time.
Liani there? At the
No, not
end?
yet.
No, she's there in the beginning. It says
After
it's,
tea. After
it's
they drink
him,
tea,
No,
right?
it's him, and then he says and then she comes in, and then the friend comes in. But whatever. The friend, He's hanging
The
out with his
main
daughter,
thing is
thinking about how much she
we're
reminds him of his
introduced to
dead
Frank
wife.
Barrows.
Yeah, Frank
Yes.
Barrows is the important
Frank
part.
Barrows is introduced, and a friend and a secondary friend,
And the daughter, Leone.
and then Leone, and then Leone leaves, and they go down to the train station. Has become so fancy and so nice.
In like
Just
less than 24
sparkly
hours,
new.
it
'Cause
just
it used to be
popped
an old,
back
like,
into
burnt
existence.
down
Wow,
shit, right?
this was burnt down from the fire years
Like
ago.
literally
What
yesterday,
happened?
this wasn't here. What the fuck?
We have a conductor show up, and he's like, "Wow,
Look
guys,
how fancy
you
our new
see how
suits are.
nice
You
this
see how
looks?
nice things are.
You see how
Yeah.
nice?" It's like, "Yep,
Also, you committed suicide like 20 years ago. No
Yup.
big deal. Yeah, that happened. Whatever. Don't worry about it. Walk it
and
off.
then we're just left, which I just want to point out for a second. Like, I really liked that. At that point, it was like, "Hey, yeah, you committed suicide 20 years ago," and then he just goes, "Yeah," and there was like an awkward silence, like written into the book,
Yeah.
and then he just goes,
And
"Okay,
then
guys, yeah, bye."
Then they just carry on, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Okay, bye."
And Frank Barrows, who we're introduced to through this chapter, who is the ex.
Now I think he's like the mayor. I think he's the mayor now, and he used
Yeah.
to be a cop.
He's not
definitely
really. He's
was
not
u-
really the mayor.
yeah.
They think he's the mayor because he kind of acts
Yeah,
like that.
he
way,
kinda
but
takes
he's not.
control.
He
He
has a
leads the
lot.
herd.
He has a lot.
He's
of
the goddamn
pompous
Batman. Like,
priorities.
he figures
X-
shit out.
He's the ex Batman.
Triple
Yeah.
X, Brad Pitt,
So
ex detective,
Was
inspector.
Brad Pitt in Triple X?
No.
Yes. Yes, he was.
he should have been.
Triple X Brad
You're
Pitt.
I know.
What's
I know.
Triple
You're
X?
thinking of Vin Diesel. I'm sorry. It was. I can see the mistake.
About what?
No,
About
it's-
three
no,
X's.
But it's ex detective
Shiz X.
inspector Frank
Yeah.
Barrow. That's
Anyway,
what it is.
that's who he
Gadget.
is. He's kind of a big deal.
So we're introduced to him.
so they're
and it's
hanging
like,
out, and then, you know, they hear
Barrows.
some train-
Whoa. Barrows is like, "This motherfucker's back from the dead. That's a big deal."
Also, this building popped into existence.
Boosh.
Kind of also a big
Next
deal.
chapter, Cabal shows up.
Toot, toot,
Oh,
some
that's
train whistles.
weird.
Some train whistles happen, and then, you know, the Cabal brothers and their, you know, fucking shitty carnival roll into town.
Why is this guy back, Rufus?
Yeah, they just blame Rufus Mulficaris.
They
They go, "Yeah, we murdered him.
Yeah,
He was a
like,
necromancer, and he's doing
Hey,
this to
I
spite
heard a
us."
thing about why are you? Did you guys read the newspaper?
Yeah.
Yeah, we read the newspaper. You know Rufus? Yeah, we know the naked mole rat from Kim Possible. Yeah, okay.
He did it.
I
He did it.
killed him.
And that's basically it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Horse-
It was all took
horse-
for everybody except
Frank,
Barrows.
because, you know, the Batman's not going to fall for that kind of
yeah,
shit.
Batman's a little smart.
He's kind of a
That's
big
why
deal.
he is a comic book.
And,
Did you guys read Batman? Yo, next week can I pick Batman?
No, it's Tom's
It's
turn.
my book.
Dang, Tom! I wish I could pick Batman.
I'm gonna pick something crazy. You guys don't even know it yet.
Oh, man.
Is it Batman?
Ah, shucks.
Anyway,
Right. So, story stuff happens. At this point, last stop, they've got 2 days
Have we
and 2
introduced
souls.
Johannes yet?
yeah.
2
Yeah,
days.
Tom asked that, and he's just touching his hair. Weird.
feels
2
good. I
days
wish-
to
like,
collect
I
2
feel like-
souls.
I know why dogs
well,
like
2
get
nights
petted and
because
stuff.
they do the carnival at night.
All right, 2 nights, 2 souls. That's how much time,
What the
how
fuck's
many
gonna
souls
happen?
they
Wacky,
need.
zany
Because
things.
again, it was kind of adventure of the week
Right.
up to this point.
So
He just got a lot of the
Now it's-
souls, and
now
we're like,
it's-
yeah, he
2
accumulated
nights,
those.
2 souls.
now it's crunch time.
Yeah, he's down to 2.
Yeah. So he's down to 2. 2 nights left.
Crunch time. And there's this bitch hanging out in the arcade.
All right. Yeah.
Nia. I think.
Neo.
Nia something.
Neo.
or other. Neo, yeah, from
Morpheus.
the Matrix. Morpheus is
good
protege.
girl. She's
Right.
got a kid.
She's got a
she
kid.
doesn't really
She
want.
doesn't
it.
really want
see
it.
the
Yeah.
green
So,
lettering that
you know,
is the
so-
world.
Yeah.
Johannes
She's like,
jumps
man,
right
I
on
like
that.
numbers.
Yeah, I want to dodge bullets.
Johannes jumps right on
Blue
that.
pill. Matrix.
Ah, morning after.
High five.
Makes
Too
her,
late. It's already born.
Good high five. Yeah.
Makes her kill her baby. No big deal.
Yeah. He tricks
are
her
you
with
talking
carnival.
about?
Horst is kind of pissed.
Yes.
She played Pac-Man,
Horse is
realized
mad.
to eat the
Horst
baby.
is very
Can we
mad.
go over that last part for a second? Because I lost it.
Johannes gets
Makes
Yo,
Nia kill her
Hannes.
baby.
No, no,
kill
no,
her
again.
baby.
Let Jacob say it.
Yeah.
Johannes gets Nia to kill her baby, and then she gets
You're making a lot of
arrested.
fucking wind over there waving your arm, bro.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
keep
kinda
going,
cold.
Jacob, you're doing great.
You're doing great.
job.
Krill.
You're
She
doing
gets arrested.
Krillin.
So he goes to her in prison.
Jail.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing at me?
Keep going. You're doing great.
And he's like, I'll give you your baby back and he'll be alive if you give me
Like the ribs
soul.
from Chili's.
Yeah. My baby back
is
baby
wrong
back,
with you?
baby back,
Oh,
So
God,
Johannes
it's
is
so
like,
funny
I'll-
when Jacob says it.
All right, keep going. Keep
So
going.
Johannes gives the baby's life back to the woman, Nia.
Nailed it. Yeah,
God.
and keep going.
I would like to apologize
Only
now.
Mia gives her soul up to Johannes.
Yeah.
And now Horse is all mad because he corrupted.
He's real butt sore.
An
about it.
innocent soul.
He's real butt.
An innocent
Real
soul.
butthurt.
He's
Because
like,
up until-
wowsies, zowsies.
Up until this point, it was
Wowzers,
always
you're a
souls that were
shitbag.
kind of hellbound anyway.
Yeah.
And now it's like, you're corrupting like good people's souls. And Johannes is like, I don't care. And then Horse is like, fuck you, I'm not helping you anymore.
Yeah.
Almost literally.
Nailed it.
Yep.
That was
Man.
good. That was good.
So that happens.
That happens. Next.
Oh,
One more day,
I like
one
how-
more soul.
One more day,
Jacob.
one more soul.
Dawn of the last
Nailed
day.
it.
And the cops roll up on the carnival, you know.
No, that already
Oh,
happened.
all right.
Skip
Okay,
it.
yeah,
Frank?
that's right.
It's
You
not
gave a
im-
shitty abridged version
It's
of
not
that.
important.
All right, well then whatever. Frank Barrow's now well onto the case. He knows shit is going down. He doesn't know how, he doesn't know why, but he knows something's wrong with the carnival. So he decides on the last night that he's totally going to lurk that shit.
Yep.
He creeps around in the shadows
Yeah.
until Horse just rolls up and basically tells him everything that's happening.
Did we talk about Cabal like
One
seeing
second.
Leone and like having tea?
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
Frank?
He saw Leone, who was Frank Barrow's daughter, and he was like, wow, she's
6 to
pretty.
midnight.
She's
6 to
pretty.
midnight.
They don't say like what he's thinking. He just stares at
Yeah,
her
he just,
weirdly.
it's like the
From
word.
across the courtyard,
The
just, like,
sentence
staring
is
at her.
something along the lines of like, and they stared at her profusely and got a boner. I feel like that's what they wrote.
Yeah.
Did they write
It's
that?
the gist.
That was the subtext.
That's
Yeah.
between the lines.
Between the lines.
So yeah, they hang
so
out.
we're all
you're
aware
kind of
at this
revealed-
point. Leone's
at
like,
that point, it
"Ooh."
reveals that Johannes really hates death. He has a conversation with Frank, and he's just like, "No, fuck death. I'm a doctor." He doesn't admit to being a necromancer yet, but he refers to himself as a doctor, and he's like, "Wouldn't you do anything to bring
Did he
back
go to
anybody
any
you
sort of
care
medical
for?"
school, or like was he as a doctor
don't
before he
know.
started
He
doing
was
this thing, right?
Self-proclaimed doctor.
They
Yeah.
don't say.
That's like
He was-
if I walked up to you, Tom, and I was like, "Tom, I'm a doctor," and you were like, "What? Yeah, okay." And I was like, "Let's get tea at the biscuit store," and you were like, "There's no biscuit store."
That's what
are
my
you
primary
doing?
physician
That's
told me to
basically
do.
what happens.
So I got it.
Anyway, Ian.
So
What's happening?
Oh, I feel like I was on point
there was
there.
something.
You
kinda-
were.
That sounded kind
Dance.
of hurtful.
Right?
Right, so they have some tea, and then, you know, Johannes gets a little butthurt, walks out. Leone shows up. He sees her, pops a boner, 6 to midnight. Man,
Yep.
she looks a lot like, what? Let's talk about that later. So he goes back to the carnival, dawn of the final night, and they're gonna do it. He's got one night, one soul. Horse doesn't really want to help because he's super
Tom
pissed.
punches a fist
But
through somebody's
they're gonna
asshole.
get it. They're gonna get it done anyway.
Frank is sleuthing.
And Frank is sleuthing around in the shadows. You know, just
100%.
Trying
Can I
to
bring this
creep.
up real quick? I know we're like summarizing, but like Frank was kind of a dick at this point.
Why?
Because he was like, Johannes is creepy.
Yeah.
I'm just
I don't
gonna
like
be
this guy.
weird the whole time.
I'm gonna prove that he's evil no matter what.
Yeah,
it
no
takes.
matter
he
what
never,
it takes.
he never said like,
Well,
I'm
he
gonna
was
go to the
following the bad
carnival, see
taste in
what's
his mouth.
happening, and just like see.
He even
was
talked
like,
about-
I'm gonna be a creepy asshole.
He was
and just
cop. He
slink.
was a cop for his entire
Yeah.
career.
He's following
Yeah.
his cop
And-
instincts or whatever.
Yeah.
And also, like his dead buddy came from the dead, and shit showed up out of nowhere.
The whole reason
Jason
he was able
said dead like 4 times. I didn't understand.
The whole
it.
reason he was able to go to the carnival was because Cabal was like, "Hey, here's 2 tickets."
Yeah.
Leone's
Which
like, "I'm
you know,
pumped."
one was
Free
for his,
ticket.
one was for his
Oh
daughter.
yeah,
And he's
that's
like, "You can't
important.
go."
One was for Leone.
Yeah.
One was for
And he told
Frank.
her
And
she
he's
couldn't
like,
go.
Leone, you can't come because I care about you or my daughter, whatever. You're
I think
beautiful.
he's evil.
Yeah, she's
I think he's
used
a
that.
bad
She's like,
guy.
I never used that
And
word,
she was
but
like,
he's evil.
Oh wow, you're right. And she says a lot of words twice for some reason.
That's
and
the
then
true.
the ticket comes out of the fire, super satanic.
Shoots up
oh,
the shaft.
Wow.
Yeah, he tries to burn it, and it just doesn't burn. And
Shoots
then
up
finally
the
put it
shaft.
onto her desk.
Comes on her
Yes.
table.
So
Boom.
anyway, last
Seems
night,
you
one
did.
night, one soul. Frank's creeping around. Horst rolls up on Frank, who's creeping around in the shadows, and basically tells him how the entire operation works.
Bang bang, guns are fired.
Bro,
but
the
nobody
contracts
fired
are in the desk. Frank's
Yeah.
like, all right.
yeah.
them.
Fights
Yeah.
a succubus, has a small monster of the week confrontation with an old murderer that he used to know that he
Not
put in
important.
jail.
we didn't
that-
mention him last
yeah,
time.
but whatever.
We
He,
didn't-
he
I mean,
ended up
this
working.
time.
We didn't last time,
This
and
time.
we won't this time.
Yeah,
All right.
Because he's not important.
Doesn't
No.
matter.
No,
Whatever.
No, it was flavor
Runs
and
to the
it
train.
made the world kind of fun, but it was like
Right,
it-
but not
I didn't
important.
need this.
Not important. Right. So
Yeah.
he runs to the train. Johannes gathers up all his cronies, and he's like, "Hey, we need to find this asshole. I want his soul.
Yep.
Alive, not dead. Whatever. Let's make this happen." Then he realizes, shit.
Yeah, well, this
he
is
knows.
this is a. Let's just hold for a second for tension.
Shit, he
Tension-
knows.
Is that your tension
Yeah,
sound?
it's
Tom?
tension
Okay,
sound.
I don't like it.
So-
work on that. Yeah. So
Frank's breaking into the
yeah,
cab.
Frank is
on
like,
the train.
well, I mean, I'll sign over my soul, and then Cabal's like, I need a soul
I have a knife. I have a gun. I have my fingers pointed in like methods.
Knife gun.
Yeah, knife gun.
Fisting.
I got you.
Shooting.
Leonie eventually is just like, I'm sick of this shit. I'm not gonna. Which is the way I read it. She was like, all right, well, whatever. You're just a big weirdo, and she signs over her soul.
Instead of
On the
Frank's.
contract.
Or
Basically,
Frank's.
basically, what you missed in the middle there is that Frank's rooting around in the dark. The lights turn on. Johannes is there, and he's like, "Hey, asshole, what are you doing in my office?"
Did we skip that? Did I
Yes.
skip that?
Yeah, you skipped that.
All right, well,
He's like, "Hey, asshole, what are you doing in my office?
He's
Get away from my contract."
perfectly grasped my tip.
Give
I
me
know
your
where your
soul.
tits
Pulls
are.
his giant gun, which he's used several times
I don't
up
know
to
where
now,
your
and
tits
points
are,
it at Frank, and he's like, "Listen up, asshole. Either you sign the
gotta figure that
contract,
out.
or you're dead by midnight."
Yep.
And Frank goes, "Oh, you only
Yeah.
got till midnight to collect
Yeah.
the souls, lol." And
Yeah. So he's like, I'd rather
And
die and you go to
even
hell.
worse,
Shit
it's like,
pissed.
and
hits him. He hits him with a crowbar, the crowbar that Frank uses to break in.
Johannes got real belligerent real quick.
And at that time, Leone shows up. You think Frank's dead, but then he's not dead. So he points the gun at Leone, and he's like, "All right, listen, Frank. Either you sign the contract or I shoot your daughter." And Frank's
Yeah.
like, "I don't give a fuck."
Leonie, what is she doing there? Wrong place,
she's
wrong time.
Dumbass. Total
Yeah.
stupid.
Girls, right?
Points it at Leone.
Wah.
Frank's like, "I don't give a fuck. Still not signing."
That's why
So
I
he
choose
points
to be
it back
single.
at Frank, and he's like, "All right, well then,
Fuck you.
I'll just murder you."
Well, can I just... Tom chooses to be single because girls will trick him into selling his soul to the
Yeah.
devil.
That's
Fair
a
enough.
good reason. That's a good reason.
Jake, am I wrong in saying that's the same reason you're solo right now?
Yeah.
We like our souls. You're damned. You're damned, Tristan. You're damned.
Points
All
the
right.
gun back at Frank. Leonie's like, "Oh shit, fucking." She signs the contract. Now Johannes and Frank
Yeah.
both have a
Yep.
type moment.
That's exactly how I read it too. No!
Because, you know, they both have a boner for her. One in a dad kind of way, one in I have a boner for her kind of way. And
I have a boner for everybody in a dad way. I hope you understand,
That's weird.
listeners.
It's because of Full House, isn't it?
Yeah. Man,
So-
Joey.
all right,
Sorry.
now he's, you know, he got his final soul or whatever, or so he thinks. Then Horst pulls a contract out of his shirt and he's like, "Ah, got you, bitch. I've had this one in my pocket
You
for
only
10
had
months."
99.
You didn't get all 100, and now
And
I'm
he-
gonna kill myself, Dad.
And then, yeah, Horst just walks into the dawn,
1 second.
the vampire that he is,
And dies.
and dies.
Jacob confused me for a second because he was like, "You didn't get all 100." And I was like, "1 Dalmatians?"
Yeah.
for some reason, that's what just like jumped into my head.
Right, so Horst commits
He commits
solar
I'm the
suicide.
face Ian
solar
made, he's like,
seppuku.
Yep, just walks into the sun.
Cruella
He's a
de Vil,
vampire.
cruel
Hasn't seen the
demon,
sunlight in
cruel
9
devil.
years. Doesn't give a fuck.
Right?
Poof, gone. Johannes,
No, wait, that's a
straight back to
mistake.
hell. Rolls up on the devil and he's like, "Listen up, asshole. I got 99 souls for you and a bitch ain't
98.
one."
98.
Um,
He only had 98. Or I guess technically 97.
No, he has 99.
99. It's 99 originally. He's like, "Look, I'll give you the box." And Satan's like, "Fuck you, bitch. I want what's in the box." And he's like, "Oh, damn, you got me. Can't play you with your own game, fool. Can I?"
I'll
And
give you
Satan's like,
what's in the
"Fine,
box."
give me what's in the box."
Yeah.
So he takes what's in
Wait,
the box. What's
wait.
in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? It's not Brad
I
Pitt's
feel like
wife's
we all
face.
peaked right there because we all just
Anyway.
yelled
I just
way
peeked
loud.
all over the table.
Anyway, so turns out what's in the box is actually only 97 of the 99 souls because he was feeling gracious and didn't give Leonie's or Nia, the girl who murdered her daughter, or
Nia's.
son, whatever, baby's soul.
Keanu
Didn't give
Reeves.
them
Well, that
the
was
same.
well, that, yeah.
He just
said,
gave him the 97
Yeah, he said it.
shitbags.
He said
So
to
he
Satan.
still tricked Satan.
Still tricked Satan.
He said to Satan, "I'll give you the box." Satan's like, "Okay." And then all the souls weren't in the box because
kept
he
two
was
of
feeling
them.
a little bit like it. Let's be
Guilty.
honest
Guilty is
there.
the word.
Let's be honest
Guilty
for a second.
and like brotherly love
Guilty
yeah,
to
to
because,
Horst.
you know,
Yeah.
Horst committed suicide on account of
Yeah.
the whole Johannes
Yeah.
taking 2 innocent souls.
He's
That's a
cadooshed.
bomb sound.
Yeah.
So
Johannes
Johannes
is
goes
like,
home.
Johannes
you were
goes
a dick,
home to
I
his
don't
big-ass
like this.
mansion.
Explosion.
Johannes goes home to his big ass mansion.
And Jacob made magic.
hangs out in the living room, and then the devil's like
Ticklish.
Devil's avatar.
Avatar,
The
I
Satan
guess,
avatar
yeah.
shows up and is like, "Yo, you didn't give him those 2 souls he wanted." And
Johannes is like,
"Tough
"Eat it."
shit."
What's his name? Jacob?
Johannes basically.
Johannes.
Yeah. Johannes.
And he's like,
I'm just
"Eat a dick,
basically
Satan."
puts in the bird. He's like,
I already burned him.
I got 2 souls for him. Boom!
One,
Two middle
two.
The
fingers.
boom boom was
Skadoosh.
2 double fingers.
I said middle fingers.
Anyway,
Me
so,
things.
so he tells Satan
Learn to
eat a
abbreviate.
dick, basically, and then he goes
What
down
a
into his
bee.
basement, opens up a giant thing, which it turns out his
his
wife,
Amber
Nora
wife.
Freeze, is hanging out in. And, it turns out, he's had his wife, hanging out in the basement, and that's the whole reason that he's a necromancer.
And that's what.
The end.
Yay! That's the book.
That's
What a
the book in a
book.
nutshell with us.
What'd you guys think?
I liked it.
Perfect. You nailed it.
All right.
Yeah.
So I got a question about Cabal. Is he good or is he evil? Am I right?
It's ambivalence.
Chaotic.
I'd say
neutral,
it's
I would say.
ambiguous.
Yeah, same thing.
He's very self-serving.
Yeah.
100%.
He definitely.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, he
And like,
shows,
well, like, can I say this? I did not say this in the last podcast that we lost, but from the beginning, I saw that Johannes Cabal, was like a self-serving miser, kind of. He was all about him.
Yeah.
But it wasn't super put upon until the very end,
Right.
No.
which like why he was doing it. Like,
I think
for half the book, I was like, he's kind of a dick.
He develops a lot as a character throughout the book.
He
like,
does.
He definitely
He
changes
does.
by the end. And did you
He
also
has
notice?
an arc.
Like,
He has an arc, which is important.
As you just stated in the beginning, he is Cabal.
Yeah.
And Horst is Horst. But like
Yeah.
whenever you say
Yeah,
Cabal,
Horst-
you just assume it's
well, and
Johannes Cabal.
Horst makes it a point
That-
to
that-
not be associated with the name.
Yeah.
That is an interesting point. Where in the book, whenever they say Cabal said this or
Yeah.
Cabal did
It's always
this,
Johannes.
It's always Johannes
Or
Yeah.
not
Johannes.
Horst.
Does that
Like,
happen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's all, he's
constantly-
always the Cabal.
He's
And
Cabal,
Horst
and
is
even
Horst.
even when they like at one point in
Wow.
time, somebody refers to Horst and they go, "Yeah, Mr. Cabal," and he goes, "No, call me Horst."
Yeah.
Cabal,
He-
Mr.
like,
Cabal
he
is my
completely-
brother.
Sure, I remember that. That's
completely
both- oh,
disassociates
fuck, that's a
himself
good
from
point.
the
Yeah,
last
yeah.
name.
Both in narration and in
Like in
dialogue.
the
characterization.
in characterization. Horst is Horst. He is not Cabal, which
Yeah.
is Johannes, which is an interesting thing.
Well,
I'm not
I
sure
mean,
what
it-
it's supposed to represent.
I mean, they just like clearly they've got a lot of like shitty family drama. Like
Right.
the two brother, like
Yeah.
they make a whole thing out of how like Johannes hates Horst for being the more attractive, younger, just better, more.
More charismatic.
Charismatic
Everyone
brother.
likes him.
The parents obviously, they make
They
the point
favored
like,
him as a
the
son.
parents favored him, so Johannes just doesn't like him as much.
Yeah.
Just because people liked
And,
him more.
I mean, so
It's-
you must
it's
hate
a
somebody to
classic
leave them
case
for
of
8
jealousy.
years in a
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
hole in the ground.
Yeah. Well, it talks about how. I just completely blanked.
Yeah. Saw it
It
happen.
talks about how.
Tom just had a stroke. I saw
Yep.
it. Anyway,
Tom, are you
so
okay?
yeah,
The
he's,
defibrillator
all in all,
movement back.
I mean,
I'm back.
he's serving himself, but it turns out that
He's
he's doing
servicing
this.
himself.
He's doing this, to save his love interest. We don't know if it's a wife or a girlfriend or a sister, or whoever the woman is. He's doing it. In
What are you
order-
doing,
servicing
Tom?
himself. He's jerking.
Yeah.
I get it.
I don't know.
Because his fucking
Tom
girlfriend's
pointed
dead.
at me and they just like shook his head a lot.
But
I was like, "What, Tom?"
know,
He's
so-
like, "Bah, bah, 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 bah."
he's very like means to an end.
Right.
Type.
Captain
Like,
Caveman.
he'll do anything it takes in order to save whoever the fuck it is that's in that glass
He's
tube.
like, I want to do X, and Y is anything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
To
Why?
get to X.
I don't know.
Beyond that, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a really good writing style. I
Yeah.
enjoyed the reading.
Loved it.
Yeah.
From the very first chapter where we have a cold open, which we kind of said, but like Tom was like, "Oh, what is it?" It's like we
It's
have nothing, and
cold.
then
You
it's
don't
like,
know
"Oh,
anything.
it's chilly."
and
Yeah.
they just put you
It's
in
in
the
like a
shit.
New
They
England
throw you in and
atmosphere
you
where,
slowly
like, the
get
temperature's
information
lower.
through.
Yeah.
The
Right.
elevation's
We get
higher.
cold open, and then we are like introduced to the character that we're gonna have to spend the next what is it, like 13 chapters with?
90 pages or
Yeah,
whatever.
300
290. That's a lot.
Yeah, it was like 320 actually.
Yeah.
We had to spend those pages with them, and then we're like, "Wow, like what's going on?" We go to hell right away.
Yep.
Like
pass go.
the writing style is very interesting. It was very like it was kind of in your face the whole
Yeah.
way through.
But it's
It was
fun. I
very
mean,
different, like,
he makes
like
it a
Brother
point to use,
Sisters.
like,
Yeah, yeah.
he
Different
uses,
kind of
like,
book.
He uses very creative and like fun similes.
Almost Dukes of Hazzard-esque.
Yeah. Did you get that? Like,
The
Like,
brothers Cabal
Yeah.
jumped that creek.
Them
and
Cabal
then,
boys are in more
raccoon-
trouble than a balloon and a porcupine did. I
Yeah.
tell you what, brother.
There's a
I mean, it's just
so
There's
it's
a
Satan
specific
Boss
one.
Hog?
There,
Is that what we're getting at?
100%.
Satan is definitely
Yeah,
100%.
this one. Here's one. And the smile fell off his face like a badger off a billiard cue. That is straight out of Dukes of Hazzard.
No, when Jacob reads
Like a
it like
badger
that,
off a
I'm
big
like,
cube.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah, 100%.
There you go. 10 out of 10.
I can't respond to that.
Ten,
Actually.
ten.
That is an adorable visual.
Yeah.
A badger trying to balance on a billiard
It's
cue.
not going to happen.
It's not- he's not gonna hang on there.
No
way.
Maybe.
Yeah. The ball is
They're
way too
bigger
small.
than squirrels, I feel like.
But there's a lot of stuff like that.
And the
which-
cue ball is smaller than the other balls.
Right.
I know, right? Choose the smallest ball. Dumb. Anyway, hey, horse.
Speaking of smallest balls,
Yeah.
Tom.
horse,
I
isn't
feel like
dead. Horse. They're real small. Horse isn't dead. No way. He's way too cool a character.
Can't
too
be dead.
likable.
Too likable.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
However,
By far,
So
Horse
Horse
is reason.
So Horse was the vampire
Yeah.
and he kills himself with sunset, but he was also the moral
Sunrise.
compass.
Yeah.
I said it backwards.
Which
Sunrise.
He
I
was-
did not bring this up last podcast.
Whoop.
But the moral compass going out and killing himself. Do you think that was representative in any way?
I mean, it's just he literally gave up on his brother. So because the whole book he's fighting to save
Yeah.
the person that Johannes
He
knows
cares about
is-
Johannes.
Well, the person that he knows
Yeah.
he is on the inside, and then right before Johannes convinces Nia to kill her baby or whatever, they're having an intimate bro moment, and
Yeah.
he's about
Yeah.
to crack him, and then Bones rolls up and fucks the whole thing
Yeah.
up. And that's when Horse just
Oh,
Yeah, it says there, in the moment it takes him to glance at Bones and glance back to Johannes, he goes from his younger brother Johannes to Johannes Cabal the
Necromancer.
Necromancer.
Right.
Cabal.
He's
Johannes
no
Cabal.
amount.
Yeah, Cable.
I'm gonna break Jake's
Johannes-
neck.
Cable and
Johannes-
Deadpool comics
Johannes
90s.
Cable Car,
Jake's
take me
going
to
down.
San Francisco.
I'm trying.
Right. So anyway,
Loves
Horse,
you,
the
man.
moral
Drink your
compass.
squirty temple and enjoy it, you weirdo.
Ew.
Temple.
That's so
That's my
gross.
favorite. I'd fuck her.
That's super gross.
That's way dirtier.
That's
Right.
why I'd fuck her.
So now Horse is dead. I don't know. I mean, I feel like we didn't really talk about the whole, every other character thing. But
Yeah.
they're not
Well,
super important. I mean,
but almost no one in this story is important.
Is of consequence.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like we have Johannes, our main character, important.
Horse, his
We
brother.
have Horse,
important.
his brother, important.
Satan,
Barrow and
Leon.
Satan,
and Frank.
even Satan is kind of like, he's just a means to an end.
Yeah.
I feel like.
You remember?
He's a set piece. He's,
Can I talk about something sexy?
Go for it.
The
Tom,
latex lady.
You have no shirt on right now.
The
and if you
succubus.
didn't talk about something sexy, I'd be upset.
I can see. So latex
My
lady.
boner punching the wall.
The latex lady.
Drop kicked the laptop. We lost the podcast.
Anyway, Tom.
The latex lady, who was the succubi.
Yes.
Or the succubus. Succubi is
Succubi,
plural, yeah.
yeah.
The succubus. I image searched her because I want to know what's it look like where latex just turns into skin. Nothing. No fan fiction, no fan art, no nothing. I'm disappointed. This is a call to action.
I feel like something like
Wow.
that is better left to the imagination than to actually try to draw it and visualize it.
Yeah, I feel like my latex woman is very different looking
Yeah.
than your
Well, yours
latex
is redheaded.
woman.
not even
That's a
that.
fact.
It's the idea that
Might be blonde.
she's a concept, an idea, the peep
Oh,
show,
well,
the
she's-
upskirt.
she's
You don't know
supposed
where
to
the
be-
latex ends and the skin
she's supposed to
begins.
be like the epitome of
Jake's getting me all
sexual
hot and bothered
deviance.
over here.
Yes.
Like they
Stop,
literally
Jake.
said.
Can we do that real quick?
What?
Can we explain what our latex woman is? Like
It's-
our perfect sexual experience girl is?
Absolutely not. Anyway,
Jacob, you're on the fucking pedestal because you said that.
Yeah,
Who's
with
your
a-
girl?
With a no like that.
I don't know.
Scarlett Johansson.
What was the question?
Oh,
Black
all right.
Widow.
Who's your
Oh,
latex lady?
So Tom's is a very sexual and bendy Black Widow from the Avengers.
Yeah.
That's his latex woman.
Scarlet
That's
Joe.
who he.
That's a good
Scar
pick.
Joe.
That's a good
Scarlet
pick.
Joe. You go with
Well,
that,
pick.
Ian?
I can see
Jake
that.
wants to go with that with a little more of a piratey twist.
Can you
'Cause
put
I know
an
that's
eye-
what he's
Hey,
into.
we got-
Can you
Yeah,
put an eye patch on that?
This
Yeah.
with more latex.
Yeah, just that with some
Yeah.
latex.
Picture that we have behind us. More latex.
The thing we're putting out that you can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
The visual cue that no one can see.
Yeah. Boom.
It's a pirate.
Hey, watch the podcast. You'll see it.
Yeah, but
Can I
I mean,
have a Kristen Shaw esque bug-eyed lady with very red dyed hair?
You can have whatever you want. It's your weird fantasy.
that's how
I have to go away for a while to jerk off.
that's how books work. Like,
Use the
you
soap.
create the
Books
character.
work so I can jerk off.
Speaking of how
Yes.
books work,
Yeah.
did anyone else have trouble thinking of Johannes as a blonde? Even though that's
Yo,
how
Yo,
you
he was
describe it?
blonde?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, him and his brother both, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
They're
no.
both-
His brother was
What?
brunette, right? Or,
No, they're
or
both they're both blonde. 'Cause
They're
they're
both
both just
blonde, yeah.
super German Aryan.
They're Aryan
like,
specimens.
well, regardless, Johannes.
Seriously, what was that? What
Johannes
that was mentioned?
stated regularly.
Yeah, Johannes
fuck.
was described multiple
I saw
times.
Johannes as completely bald,
I saw him as straight
That is a
jet
foolish
black
thought.
and I
hair.
saw Horst as completely black hair, jet black.
What?
Yeah, I
All
saw
right.
him as the most brunette ass fucking
like suave, debonair.
yeah, Italian esque man.
That's weird because I saw Johannes as jet black and Horse as blonde.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a bad stereotype. I'm gonna say it because I'm dark haired. It always seems like for some reason you think blonde hair is like the better looking one. Why is
Yeah.
that?
Because
That's
it's
like a stereotype.
It's a stereotype.
Yeah.
It is a stereotype. I admit
Yeah.
that.
This brings me to something I want to talk about. I'd like to know.
Aryan coolness.
I would like to know who would play these people in a movie.
Okay.
All right. So my first thought is, and I guess I had some time to think about it.
Yeah.
So first off, Cabal, I say Michael Fassbender. One reason is because he played Memento. Yeah, or not Memento. He played
You mean Magneto?
Memento could be an X-Men character. Like, he gets momentum and
No,
he can't stop
because
him.
Michael Fassbender played
Magneto,
Magneto in
who was
two
like
X-Men
he was
movies.
evil, but it was for a right
but you
cause,
can see
much
why.
like Cabal.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I
I
see it.
thought
And he's blonde. He's that Aryan. He could be like Kurt.
maybe I don't
can
know if
see
you guys
that.
are gonna agree. Johnny Depp. I don't know.
I can maybe see it with
He's
the
weird and
weirdness.
goofy enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just what I saw.
And
That's
you can
what-
Who are
find
you talking about?
Cabal.
Johannes.
Cabal.
Yeah.
Which Cabal?
Johannes.
The Cabal.
Cabal,
not
not
horse.
horse.
But the
We
Cabal.
mentioned this
We talked
earlier.
about
Come on.
I lost it. I
Horse
drank a
is
lot of
horse.
these.
Johannes Cabal is Cabal.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Anyway, so I mean,
Who would you have as Cabal?
it's got to be somebody weird and kind of.
He's got to be kind of grizzly. Like I can feel like a bald ass. Again, I didn't see him with any
Yeah, you
hair.
saw him as bald.
Yeah,
No, I don't get
like
that.
a bald ass Johnny Depp would be okay because he'd
Bald
be like
ass Johnny Depp.
Yeah, because he'd be like quirky and weird. And he'd be like, I just want to raise the dead.
He'd be drunk all the time. All right.
Yeah. All right.
All right, and then Horst, I saw either someone's crazy good looking, like Ryan Gosling, Heath Ledger, something like that.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
got to be
yeah,
Brad Pitt. Like
oh
stupid
yeah, like
handsome.
Brad Pitt. That'd be good.
Stupid hair, just
like a
like
dark haired. Why do I see him?
Why is he dark-haired?
Yeah,
He's
I
blonde.
see him as dark haired.
No, I see Horse as a blonde, which is like Brad Pitt's closer to normal, like brown, like light, dirty blonde hair.
The late Heath Ledger was also blonde hair.
See, that's the only
They
problem.
both would work.
That would be the only problem with using Michael Fassbender, though. He's too damn handsome. You got to get somebody.
That's the thing. Heath Ledger's
He's
more handsome
too
than Michael
pretty.
Fassbender.
You gotta
No
get
homo.
somebody. I mean, 'cause
Or
they-
maybe homo. I don't know. At this point, things are getting weird.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
like fucking
true.
Eric Foreman. Like he's got to be weird and kind of goobery. Like
From that 70s
Spice.
show?
Yeah,
Topher
like,
Grace.
he
is so
was-
bad.
Oh shit, that's his. You knew his name real quick.
Ian wants Venom from Spider-Man
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, I
That
think-
movie no one
Well,
likes.
I mean,
Was he Venom in Spider-Man
yes,
3?
yes.
yes, he was.
Was there
Topher
ever
Grace.
What?
Did Carnage
didn't
ever
know
pop
this?
up?
No, I never saw Spider-Man 3.
Oh, yeah,
Good.
Topher Grace.
Topher Grace,
I'm
Eric
fucking-
Foreman.
I'm
is
like
Venom.
mad and stoked simultaneously.
but, like,
what
picture-
is this emotion?
Picture him, like he's not the most
Both.
handsome or like,
The Jews knew how
he's
to
a
go.
pretty
Clenched.
good
That's
Johannes,
this
I
emotion.
think, because
Yeah.
he's just kind of weird.
You know,
looking.
Wait, who's Horst?
Just super average.
He-
then
Brad Pitt?
Horst would be like Michael Fassbender
has-
or
he
somebody
has-
who would just like blow Johannes out of the water.
Right.
Aesthetically speaking.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Now I know
But-
Tristan from
yeah,
previous
anyway.
things is on the same page as me. Similarly, Satan to me, Idris Elba, who was in
Heimdall.
He was Heimdall
Yeah.
in Thor.
In
I
Thor.
think he's got a cool, like ominous kind of like.
He does have
could
the
be
voice.
evil.
The thing,
And
the
he
thing
could be
about
joking,
yeah,
and then he could be angry.
the
like
thing
that.
about Satan in all these was like I always pictured him as like very deep, boisterous,
Yeah.
like voice.
I imagine Satan as a guy that you could like have a fun conversation with as a bar. Like he's gonna be your friend, and then he's gonna fucking steal your soul.
yeah.
Like
So
on
who-
the
like,
surface
Satan would
level,
do that.
he's
So
gonna be your
who is
friend.
that? Who? What actor?
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Ah!
He's not an intimidating presence. though.
Exactly.
That's
He's
where,
the
that's,
deceiver.
but that way he's already gotten past your first line of defense.
Yeah, he walks up to me
If
and like,
fucking Heimdall
this
walks up to you in a
motherfucker,
bar,
I could take
you're
him.
probably not gonna.
If Heimdall walked up to me, yeah, but if Heimdall walked up to Cabal, he wouldn't give a shit.
That's
He's
true, he doesn't
Cabal.
give a
That's
fuck.
the
Cabal's a
thing,
different
is
kind- he's a
Devil's
whole-
scary to everybody except for Cabal.
yeah.
That's
I
Cabal's
guess,
nature.
yeah.
all right, so who do we have left to?
Okay,
Like
next.
girls.
Next, I'm talking about
wait.
Frank Barrow,
Oh,
who
Frank
is
Barrow.
obviously going to be Harrison Ford in my book.
Solid
No!
pick. No,
Yeah,
that's
he's
a good
the
pick.
No.
ex-detective. That is a solid one.
That's good. That's
He's
good.
always kind of looking out like he's always worried. And
I
in fact,
could
think about his
totally see
I
daughter.
didn't even said that. He's always worried.
He's always worried about his daughter, Amanda Seyfried, obviously. Adorable
yes!
Adorable blonde, who's still kind of spunky
All right,
and would sign her soul
I'll
away
give
to
you the
save her
Amanda
dad.
Seyfried. Harrison Ford, take it or leave it. I picture him being a little pudgier than Harrison Ford.
Exactly.
He
like,
can wear
I
a
feel,
fat
I mean,
he's
he
old.
can get
He's
fat.
been.
Just so you know, Danny DeVito can't play every role in this
I
movie.
understand.
I wanted like
Danny DeVito is everything.
a
It's like a
Eddie
Big Mama's
Murphy of
house.
a movie.
It's a big
where
mama's
DeVito
house,
is
but
everything.
with Danny DeVito.
Oh, that'd be like really interesting. Where Frank Barrow, like the guy who's trying to like stop him, also is played by
Also
the
is
same
Danny
character
DeVito?
that plays
Yeah.
Satan. That'd be really interesting.
Also, is
That'd be
Danny
deep.
DeVito. Right.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, obviously.
is there anybody left to typecast?
The last ones I pictured were just because they're always in movies together. Dennis and Denzel being Nick Frost and Simon Pegg, because I love that duo.
Solid pick.
Yo.
Especially Nick Frost.
Yo, for
'cause he'd be a
comedic
good, like,
actors?
idiot. Yeah.
That's
Clutch.
that's good.
Primetime comic relief.
High five.
Are they in? Are they not to be off topic, but I am off topic. Are they in movies together besides like the Edgar Wright films?
The only ones I've seen with Simon Pegg
not that I know
haven't
of.
had.
Like I know Simon Pegg
Frost
does
in
a lot. He's been in like Star Trek. He's been in.
Well, I think,
Right,
I mean,
but
he's
those
got-
two being together
Yeah.
doesn't usually happen outside of those films.
They were in.
yeah. Edgar Wright directed films or the TV show.
Yeah.
The
Right.
What was the British?
We're getting
TV
off
show?
topic.
And
Anyway,
then lastly,
Johannes Cabal.
lastly, just to wrap it up, I put to wrap it up. That's for the Ninja
Whoop.
Turtle fans.
Whoa!
Is Rufus Maleficaris
Go
as
ninja,
Mickey
go
Rourke?
ninja,
Yeah.
go.
Via
Go ninja, go ninja,
like
go.
the wrestler or
Mickey Rourke
or like
from Iron Man 2?
Yeah,
Fuck,
I picture him
dude.
as Rufus Maleficaris.
I
Like
feel
an
like
old grizzled man.
What could also work is
Who's the guy who played Hellboy?
Oh, Jason Stamos.
no.
not
Oh, John Stamos. That's what I
No,
meant.
no.
not Jeff
no, not
Stamos
John
either.
Stamos.
Jeff Bridges.
Who are you?
Jeff Daniels.
Ron
Jeff Goldblum.
Perlman? Is it Ron Perlman?
Are you just say, Ron Perlman?
There you go.
What the fuck? You're just saying words.
Dr.
Hold on.
Grant.
Ron
Hold on now.
Because it's got to be someone who's kind of like kind
What-
of fucked up and
What about
Hold on to your
Benedict
shorts.
I can see Ron
Cumberbatch?
Perlman. Yeah.
Yo, I'm excited.
John
for
Rhys
you to say that.
Davies.
Shut
John
up.
Rhys Davies. Oh no, Tristan would fall asleep.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a joke for just us.
Tampa
Anyway.
Comic Con.
I mean, that's pretty much everybody.
Yeah, that's everybody.
I'm not putting any fucking air horns in this shit.
Nope.
I just want you to know.
I did it
that.
vocally.
My mouse got backwards.
My mouse gone backwards. All right. So,
What?
all right, we were talking about how it's different monsters of the week every time, and that's kind
Yeah.
of you see the soldier, you see a couple other things that we the introduction. That was kind of cool when they talked
It
about
builds,
the different
It builds the universe. You get to get
the
to
different
It's world building
the
because
people in Maleficaris' army.
Because at this
Yeah.
this is the first of like 4 books already, and we didn't know that when we first picked it. So this
Yeah.
is like a very world building book.
Yeah, one of the parts I hated was the kids writing when it was the kids
God
aspect.
damn it.
Talking about his day
so angry.
sucked.
That has never been good.
It's never
That has
worked.
never been good. in anything
I
I've
respect
ever
what
read.
he's going for, and he's trying to
No,
create the voice
get,
in your head.
I get that he's trying to
But
it pisses
build
me
the
off.
world,
Fucking
but I don't
chapter.
like
Yeah.
reading it.
Yeah, a whole chapter of bad
Yeah,
handwriting
2 or 3 paragraphs I'll deal with.
makes me angry.
Yeah, do like the first 1 or 2 chapters, and then the rest just normal.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
What a terrible way to introduce that Horst has a soul.
Yo, that's
sucks.
like the what is the I Pick Lamb
Yeah.
by Christopher Moore.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Great
my book
books.
for the
Which
first.
was a great book.
I'd read
I
more
love
of his
that book.
books. Great
He
author.
has written 3 stories about vampires.
Yeah.
It's like a continuing saga.
Right.
Okay.
And in the second and third book, he has introduced a goth character who's like off like
Like a Hot Topic.
yeah, like a Hot Topic esque like vampire freaks.
Hot Topic Mall Hot Topic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Like vampirefreaks.com like character.
Oh, you lost me
and
there.
she'll interject in like she'll have whole chapters where it's like I did this thing and I'm and I just
did
go,
this, that.
God damn it, I don't fucking care at this point.
Right.
It's I've yet to come across a book where I've
They
read
do
it.
that like framing of a perspective, and it works.
Yeah.
In what?
It's like it.
I've not read a book yet.
We've
where
yet
it
to
has
see
worked.
it. We've yet to see it
Yeah.
work, and
Yeah.
then this is another example of how it doesn't work. But
No.
they only do it in 1 chapter and only
Oh.
half a chapter. What'd you guys think overall?
No, what did you think
Of the
about
book?
Well, What
Yeah.
about that one book?
What one book?
The one book with that's another book. We'll talk about that another time. I want to talk about something else.
All right.
All right, Cabal. So he uses magic that he learned as necromancer and
Yes.
everything, but he's still he just shoots people when he needs to.
Yeah.
That's badass.
100%.
He is a man of
Bang bang
science.
bullet boy.
Yeah.
A man of science
Yeah.
and murder
He's
first.
like, magic isn't working, pal.
Yo, I'm gonna take it right now. That's perfect.
What'd
Yeah.
you say?
Like that should be the back tagline. Of
Yeah.
the book. Johannes Cabal, a man of science and murder. Mm-hmm. Murder
Yeah.
first.
Murder first. Yeah, because he shoots at least 2 people.
3 people.
At least 3.
At least 3 people.
Yeah.
He knows, there's times when you need science. You need
Yeah,
a guy.
he
He's
says
like, magic
specifically,
is cool,
He's
science
like,
is
magic
way
is
better."
cool. Science is better magic, and I have a gun. And then you're like, oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
That was cool. And then I also just like the general part of the aspect of the carnival being the way to collect souls. Like in that time period, since it was the common thing.
I tried to
There's
think
not
of like
another
a
way
better,
to think
yeah.
to do it.
In the time
Well, 'cause
period.
I mean,
that-
you go to the crowds. It's not like
Yeah.
you're in one place and you're only feeding.
It's
on
the best
same
way to get the
Yeah.
whole town into
The
a place.
whole framing and just like the way things work in the book makes sense. Just like, what other way would you collect souls in this time, Bert? A traveling carnival on a train. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I tried to, and this was the thing I tried to think of for a little bit. I was like, well, what could he do besides a carnival for entertainment?
Yeah.
In this like time period,
I couldn't think of anything.
I couldn't think of anything besides like a Nickelodeon or like a
Animaniacs.
traveling
Warner Brothers.
That's some film history.
Yeah.
Film buff.
I couldn't think of
read a
anything
book.
besides like just like a traveling film show, and I was like, I mean, that doesn't. Even then, it's like
You're not going to be able to isolate
sign
people
this
then.
sign this contract. Have
Right,
some
it's not gonna
popcorn,
work.
motherfucker.
It's not gonna work the same way.
Ugh.
Yeah. Ugh.
So like, I was like,
I mean, it would have to be like a casino or something.
Yeah,
like,
it
you
had
just
to be
put people
casino.
so in debt that it's just like, all right, asshole, sign this
Yeah.
contract or whatever.
sounds
So it's just like
contracting it.
in the way in the world of the book, it was smartly written.
Yeah.
Very smartly written. I
Unlike
like
the way I
you said that.
speak.
Yeah.
I like the way you speak.
Unlike Jacob, dumb idiot.
Yeah.
Gotcha, bitch. Oh, it's recording right now.
Tom, tell your thing.
All right, wait. We start with Ian. Ian, tell us.
All right, so
Oh, wait. What is this?
what are we doing?
Yo, now is when we provided our sequel and our alternate take.
How many fucking times are we
I
gonna
can't
do
wait
this?
to hear what your alternate take is, Ian.
It's new because it's fucking new every time. I make it up. Jesus Christ. All right. I'm going to make it up based on what I'm looking at right now.
All right, go.
All right. So, Johannes Cabal,
It's Cabal.
Cabal, whatever the fuck his name is.
It's our. He changed his name.
He goes back to his house and he's like, oh shit, my wife or girlfriend, whoever the fuck she is frozen in this glass tube and there ain't shit I can do about it. Maybe if I freeze myself and meld my consciousness with hers, I can go and find her.
What?
What? Yeah. Got real deep.
Yeah.
So he fucking inceptions his way into that bitch's mind and he brings his little totem with him, which are his glasses, because he's the only person who wears them, so he knows what they feel like on his face. That's his inception totem. And he takes that shit straight into her brain. But it turns out in her mind, she actually has this shitty boyfriend. She's a news reporter, right? And she has this shitty, like, well, not really a boyfriend, more just like a guy who hangs on her coattails and hits people with hockey sticks all the time.
Oh, no.
And they hang out with
I don't know what's happening.
and they hang out with these like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle guys all the time.
Shit!
I like how Jacob's like, I don't know what it
Jacob's
is.
like, I don't
And
get
then
this.
He's like,
He's only staring at a fucking Ninja
idiot.
Turtles poster. So they all hang out and have generally good times.
That's it right there.
I get it now.
Wherein Johannes Cabal takes some of the ooze and figures, oh shit, maybe I can use the ooze to fix my
Use
life.
the use.
Right?
Use the use.
Use.
So Johannes Cabal takes the ooze to the only person in town who's strong enough to get him out of Inception, Shredder.
Yo, can I just say,
And he
we
thinks-
fucked this up twice, but this is my favorite ending.
And so Johannes Cabal's like, bro, I need you to wake me up. And Shredder's like, no problem. And he cuts him in half.
Yeah. End of story.
End of story, because that's not how you get out of Inception, you
Yeah!
stupid fuck.
Yay!
All right, Jake, try to top that, bitch.
Wait, let me guess. Van Helsing.
Oh.
But he's actually Constantine.
Neo.
Make up a new one.
I don't even want to go
Bill and
now.
Ted.
Jake, I don't remember yours because I haven't paid attention to it yet. I'm drunk. Where are my beers?
You drank them.
Wait, did you hit record?
Yeah.
All right. Go, Jake.
All right. Well, since Johannes Cabal got his soul
What
back,
is his name?
I said it right. Didn't I? Isn't that right?
Johannes.
Oh, Johannes.
You're making the
Johannes.
long A sound on the last name. Why wouldn't you do it on the first name, too?
Because I'm dumb.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Johannes Cabal, he gets his soul back at the end of the first book. So he no longer has his knowledge of necromancy. So he must then retreat and use his knowledge of only science to revive his wife.
Fair enough.
So basically, he just becomes Sherlock Holmes.
All right. Respect.
Yes.
Wait, is this just the actual
Somehow
sequel?
my glasses magically fell off my face into the fridge and they live there now.
And by your glasses, you mean my glasses. The end. The end.
Those glasses!
Yay,
The end. I'm now gonna go get my glasses.
Jacob,
Go, Tom.
you are super wrong. Let me tell you how this sequel goes.
That's kind of a neat Johannes
Yeah.
Cabal.
So, sequel. Eventually,
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for this? You'll never guess
I've
what
never
I'm gonna
heard
write.
this before.
No,
so
not a third
enlighten
time.
me.
That's for sure. Eventually, Cabal decides to approach the devil for another deal. This time regarding his wife's life, who is encased in Jurassic Park amber.
What? I didn't know that.
Now you do. The devil goes up and says, for the first time in history and forever throughout, it will be a cold day in hell before that happens. Johannes takes that literally, says, hey,
Jacob's shaking his face.
I
He's
can
like,
freeze hell.
Yeah,
I can freeze
Tristan,
hell.
put my glasses in the
Yeah.
fridge.
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt.
Interrupt.
Tristan literally put my glasses in the refrigerator.
No.
No! They were literally in the
They
refrigerator.
fell off my face, and I was like, well, I guess that's their new home. Shut door, eat, drink this beer.
Eat, pray, love.
Eat, drink, pray this beer. Fair enough.
All right,
Continue.
So he does that.
Cold
and
day in
then
hell.
The devil's like, oh shit. All right, well I guess I just made a bet accidentally because they high-fived, which locks the bet.
Seals the deal. Seals
Seals
the
the
deal.
deal.
100%.
So then he's like, all right, well, I'm gonna hedge my bet. So he calls up Rufus, who's in hell doing paperwork at the moment.
Maleficaris.
Yeah. Oh,
Mickey
we're gonna
Rourke.
we're gonna do laugh name
Mickey
game.
Rourke.
Let's do this.
Leonardo from the Ninja
Yeah.
Turtles.
Leonardo. We're using last name.
Just
only.
Nardo.
We're doing Nardo.
What an
So-
awful last name.
So we call up, and he's like, "Hey Rufus, I know you do this pocket dimension thing.
Hey,
throw,
Nardo.
throw old Cabal or Ball. Throw Ball in there, and make
Throw
sure
the
like
Cabal.
make sure he's not allowed to use his like his necromancy magic that he learned from me. Thanks a lot. Never gotta thank you for that. Throw him in there so he can't use that." So he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll do that." So Cabal did it. And he's like, "Ah, shit. All right, well, I can't use magic, but I'm all about science anyway. Use this big gun. So I'm gonna learn about like cold technology so I can freeze hell." So. So while he's using his cold technology, he realizes like this cold technology can be used to preserve my wife.
What's it powered by?
/ love prison.
What does he
Even
power?
Better. What?
What does he power his cold technology with?
I
Is it
don't know.
diamonds?
Diamonds.
Is it
You
diamonds?
gotta read. No, you gotta
Is it
read the
diamonds?
book. You gotta read the book.
Sorry.
So yeah, if he develops that, and then while he's also working on developing this technology, he actually has a terrible accident.
Oh no.
Yeah.
no.
So that then eventually this cold technology is used to save his life.
Oh.
So boom, he becomes Mr. Freeze.
Whoa.
And obviously, his pocket universe is Gotham City.
fuck.
No, Horst, meantime, comes up and he's like, "Hey, I'm Heath Ledger, Ryan Gosling, Johnny Depp, or Brad Pitt." He's like, "I'm all those
Mickey,
guys."
can you use-
whatever.
Yeah, Mickey
can you use-
Rourke.
Not Mickey Mouse. There's
Yeah.
no woohoo.
Yeah.
It's more like Mickey
Will
Rourke.
you throw
Hey,
me in
pull
this?
it
In
out.
this
Let's go murder people. Oh my
Blood is
God.
thicker than water or whatever. I'm
Yeah,
his brother. I gotta
whatever.
protect him. So throw me in there. So Mickey Rourke's like, "Fine, fuck it, I'll do that." So he throws him into the universe, and he's like, "Hey, now Horst, meanwhile, he's good looking, he's strong, he's fast. He sees like his brother's going downward spiral, so
And
he
he
goes
smokes
into
a
the
lot of
world,
cigarettes.
And when he enters that, again, no magic. So like vampires are kind of magic, I'd say that. So he doesn't have the super.
I'd
speed.
agree.
He
All
doesn't
right.
have the
They're kinda
hypnotism,
magic.
but he's still good looking. He's still pretty strong.
Right.
Not like stupid strong, but he's pretty strong. He's pretty fast. So he's like, all right, well, I got to stop my brother at every chance, but I'm not gonna like kill him because like I still love him. So I'm just gonna like violently stop him when I need to. So he's like, oh, I'm a vampire. Let's pick a certain moniker. I'm Batman. And that's that.
Let's pick a certain moniker.
That fits, and he's Batman. That's the ending.
That actually makes sense.
Yeah. Meanwhile, so obviously now you know Cabal was played by George Clooney.
Whoa.
Now it makes sense.
The
Yeah.
whole
It was
time.
definitely.
Ice,
It was Brad Pitt was Horst.
Ice.
By
Yeah.
Brad Pitt, I mean George Clooney was Horst. Brad Pitt, George Clooney, they're both just dudes.
They're both handsome.
They're both handsome men.
Tristan, what's your ending or sequel?
All right. I decided to do a sequel.
All right.
Okay, like everyone else.
High five.
Bam.
Boom.
On a warm, sunny day.
Just reading it word for word. Oh my god.
On a warm, sunny day.
Buckle in.
A mystery amount old age, Johannes Cabal. And another Horst Cabal drive with their father,
This is gonna be real bad.
Tatsuo,
God,
along a rural road, who is ill in hospital with a...
Is this the whole summary? We can't do a whole summary.
I was just reading My Neighbor Totoro.
He's reading My Neighbor Totoro. He's
Totoro!
subbing in the names.
God damn it.
I was just...
Wait, can we do a build your own adventure and then Tristan has to play off it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
let's do that.
All right. Person, place, thing. Person. Scrooge McDuck. Place. Place. Go. Quick. Place. Go. First thing. Go.
Atlantis.
Atlantis. Thing.
dildo.
All right. Scrooge McDuck. Atlantis. Dildos. Make a sequel.
Scrooge McDuck meets up with Johannes Cabal in the arid, dry area of what did Ian say?
Atlantis, the underwater ocean.
The exact opposite of arid and dry. It's fucking underwater.
Damn! You described this place very differently, Johannes says to Scrooge McDuck. And Scrooge McDuck says, I was too busy swimming in my money to give a shit about you, idiot.
Yeah.
By the way, look at all of these dildos I bought. But there's none there, yells Johannes. Scrooge McDuck. Oh. Johannes Cabal, we have to find all of your dildos.
Bop, bop.
Coming this summer. Scrooge McDuck and Johannes Cabal, played by Brad Pitt. Was that what we agreed
One of them
upon?
was Brad
And
Pitt.
Howard the Duck.
Maybe, and Howard the Duck. Guess which is which, because you won't guess right. This summer, Johannes Cabal, the dildo detective.
Oh, it worked
In
too.
Atlantis.
Yay!
Coming this summer. In more ways than one.
I love Mad Lib endings. They're my new favorite.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, we did it. Yay!
Are we doing the thing
Did
now?
this one save?
Yep.
Make sure to
Thank
hey,
you.
make sure
Thank
to-
you guys for listening.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Hey,
Hit
thanks
the
for
brakes.
listening, guys. Hey, if you want to be a good bro, give us a positive
A
review
good bro
on
or-
iTunes,
or hoe.
or lady, or
Lady
lass,
or lass.
or whatever you want to be.
Yeah.
Give us a positive review on iTunes. Tell your friends. That's the best thing you can do. Also, we have to announce the next book.
Wait. I liked last time in the last failed recording when we talked about what we liked about the audience.
Oh, yeah, that
was fun.
I like
Jacob,
your-
say something nice about the audience.
Yeah.
Can I say the same thing again?
Yeah, I'm
All
gonna
right,
say
good.
what I said.
All right, good.
I liked what I said. It was fun.
All right, go, Jake.
Jacob, say a nice thing about the audience. Please don't just burp into the mic. That's what it looks like you're gonna
I think you passed out.
do. He doesn't have any nice things. to
Jake
say.
just took a nap.
All right, Jake.
I'll
He's
say a
asleep.
nice thing.
No.
Dear
No,
No,
audience.
here he goes. Jake, go.
Jake woke up.
You got a cute butt.
Oh.
Jake took mine.
I like the way you look in my shirts.
Mm-hmm. I like what your lips do when you eat popsicles.
Why did you look at me so seductively?
Because
when you
maybe
said
I was directing that message.
Maybe he just wants you to fucking say something nice about our dear listeners.
I just want to eat popsicles so seductively
Yeah.
for Tom for some reason.
I agree with that.
Thanks for
statement.
Can you
listening.
hang out?
Yay.
Hey,
What's
say again.
Oh yeah, what's our book next
What's
time,
the
Tom?
No,
Tom.
thank you guys so much.
This is a surprise, by the way.
It's magic. The
I
next
just
book.
Spit. I just spat for no reason.
He spit spat. Let me spit spat some truth to you right now. We're gonna read another book because that's what we do in the book club.
What, are you spit spat? Are you spit spat scatting?
I'm spit spat. Skip it up. So we're a couple dudes in our 20s.
Yeah.
So I was like, what's a book we'd never read?
My Little Pony.
My Little Pony. You wish it was My Little Pony. We're reading 50 Shades of Grey.
Ah!
Yeah, because I'd like it noted that we have not read any eroticism yet, which disappoints me. What is this? Book number 9? Book number 9 and there's no eroticism? What is up with us?
We are.
What is whoop?
What
is
is
what?
all I know is
What
is
what?
we wrong, guys. We need to do some eroticism. So we're gonna do that. And because I say so.
Well, fuck. All right, I guess
Yeah.
we're doing that.
So join us next time for 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah.